Cheers, radio.
Boom, episode 62. And today I got my boy, musician, I guess it would be producer too, everything, right? A little bit of everything. Nova Gholar in studio. So welcome, brother.
What's
welcome,
up?
man.
It's good to be here, man. It's a vibe, man.
We've been trying to get this together for a minute, but it's been hot as a bitch out here.
For like 2 years. So.
No, it's just been hot as fuck this last few days. I was like, yo, man.
God,
bro. Like,
insane. I'm from Chicago. And,
yeah, yeah, that's right.
It's cold and shit, bro.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro. It's the extreme, right? We're on the opposite.
Yeah, it's super extreme.
I look at Chicago the same way. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like,
it's ridiculous.
Why would you stop there? You know what I mean? Like, if you're settling somewhere, just pick your shit up and go to the next city, man. Just keep moving. You know what I mean?
But the summers are super hot. We get the streams with everything.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
When it's fall, we get tons of leaves.
Yeah, yeah.
When it's spring, it rain like motherfucker.
Did you? When did you start like doing music? When you were a kid, or?
Yeah, man. I was 7, dog. I was 7, man.
No shit. Your father's a musician, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was a singer too, man. He started a church. He was a pastor.
Oh yeah.
And like,
hey, they get down in these churches, bro.
They do.
They get down.
Baptist.
Some of the dopest drummers come from like Baptist churches.
Yeah.
Like, man, some of these dudes
Calvin
get down.
Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Scooter.
Yeah. So you grew up around it all, and you were playing instruments because of that, or?
Absolutely. Like my father, he told me, like, man, one day, piano pay your bills. I'm like, okay. So threw me on the organ, threw me on the piano, threw me on the drums. Literally.
Yeah.
Like I had no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Like,
he probably knew like that he was kind of that you had some probably natural inclination.
Yeah.
Because I taught for a long time. I'm actually going back this year to teach, but I taught for a long time, and you can pick that shit up real quick, man.
Yeah.
Like when somebody has like a natural knack for
has
it.
an ear.
Yeah, or ear, or just even, I don't even know how to describe it. Like just having the fucking ability to understand the emotion of music. Like some people could just feel shit and they don't have to think about it.
That was my thing, really. Like I didn't really like the reading music thing. It was so boring to me. So I just gravitate towards making songs. Just jumping straight into making the colors. You know what I'm saying? It was that's how I learned everything. I learned by ear, basically.
Most people learn that way, I think. The only reason I know how to read music is because I was in school. Like that was the only fucking place we would learn. So like that was part of the game.
Did you pick it up like kind of easily though?
The music?
Yeah.
Like reading it,
yeah, like reading.
Yeah, reading, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think some people like gravitate towards.
But it's also because I was fucking like 10 years old. You know what I mean? Like at 10, like you're
a sponge.
Yeah, you're so like
absolutely.
You're absorbing everything. So now I look at it and I'm like, fuck, I don't think I would have learned it now. But and even then, it seems.
Man, how do you play?
Well, it's harder for like keys and stuff because we only have rhythm as drummers. We don't have the actual notes. We don't have different notes.
It was like
So you play piano? What else do you play?
I play the organ. Well, I started off on the drums actually.
Oh, really?
That actually is what I wanted to play. Like I remember the first time. Yes, absolutely. I remember the first time I wanted to play. And they put me and they put me on on the drums. It was my first time, and I like sucked. So like the drummer that actually played for the church, my father's church, like kicked me up like, yo, bro.
He's like, yeah, I got it.
And I cried, dog. I cried. I was a kid. I cried. I was like, man,
but I won't play
because I wanted, and that's when I knew I loved music. That's when I knew I wanted.
It was special to you,
So I kind of just taught myself. I took some lessons, but kind of just taught myself. Started learning songs.
Damn, at 7. So like, what you during like going through school, you would. You know what I mean? Like that's what you did at home, as your pastime.
Well, other than play Halo.
Oh yeah. Tight.
Yeah. Other than play Halo,
you play video games and play music.
Absolutely. I kept my mind stimulated with music, and when I got a computer, I was like probably 12 when I started making beats.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Shit, that's kind of crazy.
Fruity Loops. What's that?
Fruity Loops. I remember that. It's a free software.
Yeah,
you can make like.
Bro, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I got it, I was like, oh my god. I just wanted to play the piano just so I can have chords to make songs with.
Yeah, because then you can change the pitch and whatever. You can put effects on it.
It was so fun. It was like painting sonically for me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I gravitate towards. Like, I kind of wish I would have took more time to learn theory as far as
it helps honestly, bro.
So it does. But I play by ear, so it's cool. But I would like to be a little more faster.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, sometimes like you don't necessarily have to learn like the traditional way of things.
Absolutely. If you have the creativity, I think it kind of helps.
You know what's crazy? Did you always think of yourself like I'm a musician, I'm an artist, or is it like? You know what I mean? Like,
I thought of myself as a musician first, actually.
Yeah.
Even more so than like an artist.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I started out doing.
Yeah.
So I think becoming an artist is like life.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's like
it's never ending.
Yeah, it's never ending. Like you're always becoming an artist.
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But,
and your art directly represents where you're at in that
absolutely,
time. You know what I mean?
So I am a musician, but I'm becoming more.
Yeah.
Of what I want to make.
An artist.
World.
Yeah. In artistry. Yeah. Well, it's crazy because like I don't know. Maybe because of like the environment. I'm thinking. For me growing up, like I didn't think of myself as like a fucking musician or an artist. I was just kind of like I'm playing drums. Like this is
my love.
Yeah, this is all I knew how to. You know, I wasn't necessarily like we didn't have the words, all the fucking pretentious shit that they put around art these days, which kind of bothers me when there's like abstract art and they're like, oh, it's like society's, abstract reality. Like I fucking hate all that. I'm like, nah, it's a painting with a line in it, bro. Like,
I know what you mean.
You know, and just because of that, I never really thought of myself as like, oh, I'm in the artistry world or whatever. I don't know. Do you think of it like? Do you feel like it's like kind of like your therapy almost?
It is. It's not like It's not like a profession. I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you get money for it, but it's like it's an expression.
That's
like
the goal,
lamb.
right? That's the goal
absolutely.
is to get paid for that.
Yeah, it's a limb, man. It's another extension.
Yeah.
Like it kind of explains me.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it should, right? Because I feel like, we all, I always say it here, it's like we all have a different light to shine, right? And nobody's going to shine your light like you shine your light. So
absolutely.
So whenever you put that out, it should reflect who you are and where you're at in life and everything. You just dropped an album, right?
I did.
How long ago?
I didn't talk about reflecting. Like it's my life.
Yeah. The Preacher's Son, right?
Yeah, the Preacher's Kid.
Preacher's Kid, my bad. Preacher's Kid.
It's all the same thing.
Yeah. Because it's I get mixed up, bro. It's an MMA.
Preacher's Child.
Yeah, there's a Holly Holm, the girl who knocked out Ronda Rousey. Her fight name is Holly, the preacher's daughter Holm.
Oh wow.
Because her dad's a preacher too.
Preacher's Kids.
Yeah.
They knock you out and play the piano.
Yeah, your brother. Yo, this is what's crazy. Your brother fought MMA.
Yeah, like all my brother. Like my father's 75. So
shit, man. His dad's been putting in work.
Absolutely. So I have a whole another round of like. I have a round of brothers.
How many are you guys?
That are like super older than me. It's all together, girls and boys. Is 10 of us, and I have like 6 brothers.
They didn't have TV back then.
Well, it's 11 of us. It's complicated, but it's 11 of us. I have 6 brothers.
Damn. Yeah, they're putting in work.
Yeah, they're like super like.
And you're the only musician, or is anybody else?
That's all. Yeah.
Shit.
They're like super sporty and super athletic, and you know what I'm saying. Like I was really athletic, but I didn't take to like I wanted to do.
Yeah. Same here. I feel like I've always been like athletic, like. Yeah. I could do shit, but I'm not like, let's go play football, let's go play basketball. I'm like, nah, let's make some music.
I was like that as far as leisure, but not like, man, I want to do this for real.
Yeah.
I thought I could, but I stopped growing.
Yeah, you're like,
music
I ain't got the stature for this shit.
No, I ain't got to, And it would have took too much heart.
Fuck yeah,
for me
man.
to be my height and do it.
Yeah.
It would have been too much adversity on him.
Bro, you got all the odds against you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that.
Yeah. He wants to play in the NBA? What?
Yeah, if I'm 6'5", it's a little...
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long ago because I have it, but I downloaded it on iTunes. When did you drop it exactly?
I dropped it last month.
Nice, yeah.
What, last month? No, 2 months ago.
It's July now. It's July.
Yeah, 2 months ago. May.
Fuck, yeah. That's tight, man. So what is it, like 10 songs in it?
It is 13 songs.
Yeah.
It's 13, 14 songs.
How long did it take you to do that?
And like 3 skits. A month.
What do you mean?
I feel like the writing since it's subconscious. And
yeah, of course.
Internally, it's my whole life. But the actual making of it and the sonics, a month.
Like putting it together?
Absolutely. So I already had like songs, just ideas. But actually sitting there like, let's make this album.
And putting shit together and being like, okay. And another thing people don't even think about too is like the presentation of the album, like the order the songs go. Mm-hmm. There's a flow in it and everything. There's a thought that goes into everything.
This was my first like concept album. I would say it's a concept. Yeah. Because, but this like my first themed, I guess, album.
Yeah. That's tight. Yeah. I mean, why did it take you so long for you think to like, you've dropped like EPs and shit, right?
I've actually dropped another album before this, like it was a while ago, because I produced too.
Yeah.
So I kind of take breaks sometimes from artistry and just produce.
Bro, I need to give you earplugs, bro, because you guys blast this shit in the studio, bro. We're in the studio, man. These motherfuckers have these speakers on 37.
I gotta watch that because I mean I already know my hearing is kind of.
Yeah, but you gotta protect that shit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely,
especially as a musician. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Sometimes I just take breaks and don't listen to music. At all.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look, I gotta.
Which helps your music.
I gotta nourish. Yeah, absolutely. You know, because if you play shit over and over.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, do you think like for your album at least? Do you have like a whole theme that you've dedicated to it, or do you think it like changes from like every song to song?
The current album I have?
Yeah.
I'll say it's a theme. I'll say like, I guess the theme is being on a journey from Chicago and my background and embracing whatever artistry I'm doing at the time as far as music and aesthetic, you know.
Yeah.
Basically the whole hero's journey, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of what the album's about.
The leap of faith and all
absolutely.
that shit.
Absolutely. And me just dealing with that. Me dealing with my leap of faith and the consequences of me taking a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Basically. Like I came to LA to make it. I got this loan.
Yeah.
I believe in myself. I'm finna do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's basically like the whole thought process and social commentary of being in Chicago and being around gun violence and all my guys. You know, not having one foot in the street and one foot in the church.
Yeah.
You know, and that dichotomy.
And that's an interesting duality to live.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Bro, like, I would literally come straight out the church in my church suit and hoop on the street. Just straight from church to the streets. And then having to deal with the environment as far of Inglewood, Chicago.
Because you also have to, like, learn how to... That's the thing too. Like there was always like people. There's violence in these hoods. I'm like a lot of it is like knowing how to navigate in these waters.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people.
There's violence everywhere.
Yeah,
but it's just more concentrated.
Yeah,
I guess the hood. You know?
Yeah, any hood. I mean, you put us in the cage, or you corner any animal off. It's gonna be like, whoa, like it's between you and me, buddy.
I was saying it the other day. Like, if there's poverty in a place, there's gonna be crime because people have to eat.
Yeah,
people are gonna do crime to eat.
Yeah,
I mean, if everybody's wealthy.
It's a simple solution,
people. It's very simple. It's not even like we've been having rap songs about it for years. And like we just need to get people jobs.
Yeah, I you know what I think? I think the big part of it, honestly, is I mean, not to get fucking political, but that's really what it is. You know, the politics they're in the game, and now there's the money that goes into politics doesn't necessarily go to the things that we all wanted to go.
Crazy. They be raising millions of dollars.
Bro, they take half of my fucking money, basically. Like when I get a check, say it's 10 G's, I'm seeing 5 after commissions, after taxes and all that shit. And I'm like, man.
And the road's still fucked up?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I just cracked my rim this week.
Right. You know
I cracked my rim this week.
Bro, I think they all in cahoots. The street and the city and the tire companies.
My God, man, for real,
They want you to fuck your car up so you can come to them. It's a circle of capitalism.
Like, and that's kind of how it works, though, with politics and shit. Like, you know, I don't know. And I don't know. These cities are like, they're kind of like scabs or wounds, right? That haven't been full, like nobody.
They just put Band-Aids over it.
Exactly. Nobody's gone in there and like cleaned the shit out and being like, all right, what's fucked up? Let's strip away all the BS.
Some more buildings.
Yeah, the infrastructure. What's going on? Do we have the proper systems in place to support a community? Like a lot of it too, man. Like these communities, bro. Like they're food deserts. If you think about it, like all we got is liquor stores and shit. You got chips in there. You got poison, bro. You got soda. You got liquor. You got cigarettes. You got fucking scratchers.
Absolutely. And it's on every corner.
Every corner. Yeah.
More so than like centers and YMCAs. Like it's hard pressed to find YMCAs and stuff in the hood now. And just things for kids to do. Because when kids don't have idle hands, the devil play things. So when kids don't have nothing to do, they gonna get into stuff.
Especially when they come from these environments too.
Yeah, it's a way to escape almost. Like clicking up and like finding family when your family structure's messed up. That's why gangs are gangs. Like it's all this stuff is psychological and they know it. And that I hate to say they because like
what is they?
It's the adversary. But I guess the people with power and the people without, and that's what it is. So it's crazy. So growing up in Inglewood shaped me and shaped.
That's kind of crazy. It's Inglewood because there's an Inglewood here too.
Yeah, Inglewood with an E.
Yeah. Oh, Englewood. Okay, yeah. Because Inglewood here is a little, or it has been. It's getting better now because they're putting a stadium.
Yeah, the same type of place.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
And you know that's a crazy balance to have. Like, did you ever fall victim to any of that crazy shit? I mean, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well,
I don't want to say
third party ish. You know, voyeur Like I've watched, you know, and seen so, but I never like I've done my dirt, you know, whatever, but I've never been a part of
some crazy shit.
Yeah, you know, my father kept me into music. If I went outside, it was to hoop.
Yeah.
And get girls, man, because I just wanted to get girls and hoop. And
that's really what it's all about.
Play Halo. That's all I want to do.
Yo, can I make some music? Halo, and find me a girl to chill with.
That was my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Chasing that.
You know, but honestly, my guys that have got into whatever, you know, it was because of money.
Yeah.
They were doing something to get the bread.
Yeah.
You know, because when people have bread and they got money, they're less likely to do crime. I mean, I'm sure the statistic is in that favor.
Plus, you look at the only quote unquote entrepreneurs that are available to you growing up in these environments.
Yeah, rich dad, poor dad.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at the people who are making money in front of you. You're looking at dope dealers. You're looking at, you're looking at people doing dirt.
Jay-Z said out, Jay-Z was like, man, Kanye said it. He said the drug dealers were the rap stars. Were the rock stars.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They pulling up in a car and this all you, this like, is.
Damn. What do I got to do to get that?
Man,
like, I just got to sell this shit? That's it? I could do that.
Click up with a whole bunch of people that's doing the same thing that I'm doing. It's like a community. Yeah. That's the village. Yeah. You know?
And eventually you get more money and all that shit. It's just, man.
That's crazy. If it takes a village to raise a child and the village is messed up.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, and it's these environments, because also the funding in the schools isn't there. Like, why is it that all the fucked up shit gets into the hood? Like, damn.
So the schools were so, like, we had a school. I mentioned in my album on, what was the record? Church? Yeah, Church or Red Wine, but the school name was Harper. That's the name of the school.
Yeah,
but it was like a total like disaster, bro. The school, as far as like the curriculum, and I didn't go there, but my guys went there, and they would always tell me, just like, man, bro, they were fighting in the lunchroom, fighting every day. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, that's not an environment to learn in. It's like more like, I'll be scared to go to school. Like, damn.
Yeah. Plus, like, who the fuck's is dictating what you're learning? You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel, and also the way they teach, like they're trying to do like a one size fits all cure for all these people. You know what I mean? It's like
people learn different.
Exactly. We're kinesthetic learners. We're visual learners. You know, it's all different types of learning, and they're trying to do the same shit. Like,
but that costs money to diagnose that.
Yeah. But it would in the long term though, if you look at it,
I don't want to spend
logistically. It'll save you more money because you of all the fucking,
and your economy will grow.
Exactly,
because you have smarter people coming out of these schools.
Everything would fix itself. It would stimulate. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? You could change these communities where
it's honestly lazy. Is it laziness? Or
I don't think it's the people in these hoods, because I don't think they know better.
No, not them. I'm saying, do you think it's laziness? The government knowing simple stuff like this.
I just don't think they don't see how it's lucrative to them. You know what I mean? Like,
having smarter citizens.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
so crazy, man.
It's not lucrative to them because they have industries that are supporting them. So when you go to the hood and you go to these liquor stores, you're gonna see fucking Lay's, you're gonna see Pepsi, you're gonna see Coca-Cola. Well, who are these campaign donors? You know what I mean? Like, why are they gonna bite the hand that feeds them? They're gonna be like, nah.
That's even more sinister though. I just like,
you know, and even
people like Jameson are paying the government like, yo, man, these liquor stores gotta stay.
Yeah, but at them, they're looking at it like capitalism, right? You know, these stores are like, hey, bro, we're just selling. People are buying. So that's why it all comes down to having the power in our hands. Like, we got dollars. That's what our power has come down to today. You know what I mean?
Money.
Yeah, and also art. Because art can't be, it can't be, like, you've heard Jay-Z, man, what he talks about art and shit. That's how they transfer money, essentially. I don't know if you've paid attention to that shit. How they like, there's a show. It's called something. The guy, this white dude, he ruins everything. It's called Tyler, like, ruins everything. But he explains how,
I heard of it. I haven't seen it.
How they just, art is just there. It's the value of it keeps going up, but it's really for them to be exchanging money and not getting taxed. So I'm like, yo, Nova, here's $3 million. It's just painting, right? It's gonna increase in value or whatever. That way we're not getting taxed. It's like, you know, we're choosing it. We're choosing the price points. It's art. It's subjective. How much is it worth? Right. Who the fuck knows?
That's deep.
You know what I mean? And
wow.
But yeah, it comes down to our dollars, man. It comes down to our dollars. Like, teaching people in our communities how to spend their money wisely and not support
get more passive income.
I don't know. It's lack of knowledge, I guess, would be at the end of it. I don't know, like, but at the same time, for you, I think it's the perfect. Unfortunately, or I don't know if it's unfortunate or whatever it may be. It's just how the cards are dealt. As an artist, that's probably the best perspective for you because you're seeing both worlds, right?
Yeah.
And then you're able to interpret that through your music.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
That was actually the best part about it. Like I didn't go to none of the city schools.
Yeah.
My mother, when she divorced my father, she moved to the suburbs. Yeah. So at around like 12 is when 12 I moved to the suburbs. So my father had visitation. Yeah. So it would be the hood on the weekends. Yeah. And then the suburb, White Town through the week. So I literally saw both. Like I saw, growing up, Dave Chappelle got a joke where he was like, man, because he had the same story. Like he grew up in the hood and but he went to school to
because his parents are educated professors too. Like,
absolutely. So he saw crazy. Both worlds. He was like, man, it was harder. It was harder for me than being in the hood. He was like, because I thought it would just happen to me.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm surrounded by these white people that got all this money. Yeah. Like I'm broke. Like they wasn't dealing with that. At least in the hood, everybody was in your situation.
They're like, we're all on the same shit here. Yeah.
So that's kind of how I felt, But it was a blessing. Though,
it's kind of a lot of weight. Right. I mean, like the job of an artist, like, is just, dive as deep into that because whether we realize it or not, there are like all these different experiences that create trauma in our life.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And the way to deal with that a lot is through our fucking art. I mean, I don't know how you get like, I've seen how you get, but I'm like, I don't know. What do you use as like your muse when you're writing? Is there a thing, like a go-to thing you do?
I'm gonna be totally truthful. Yeah. Women.
Really? No shit.
Women and pain. But whether it's self-inflicted, sometimes I subconsciously create situations for myself.
We all do.
So I can be in pain.
Yeah, we all do.
I can.
It's a weird
it's weird.
It's a weird like good feeling you get.
Yes, it is. It's like a drug too.
It is.
Pain is like that feeling is like. Is it like sulking?
Yeah.
Which everybody does. Yeah. It depends on your degree.
But you're still aware of it.
Yeah, you're still aware of it. So, like, sometimes, like, grief and stuff like that, I'll create situations subconsciously.
You start thinking about this shit intentionally. And putting yourself back in that place.
Absolutely. But for, like, my lighter songs and for me to get in a nice jovial mood to create.
That's true.
I love women.
Me too, man. It's real easy to like them, man.
It's just they're beautiful, like, And
speaking of which,
it inspires me.
We just had your birthday party, like, it was a week ago.
Oh yeah, it was lit.
I had a great time.
Shout out to all my cancers. hey, it was some pretty girls in there, man. Shout out to all my cancers. What's your sign?
What's that?
What's your sign?
The sign Virgo.
Virgo. Okay.
Yeah.
The sign thing would be weird because I don't try to prescribe to something.
But sometimes it's a trip, bro.
Sometimes because I think we all exhibit every trait, but some more than others.
That makes sense.
Cancers are everything, but they're more sensitive than others, which is what gives them that characteristic. I feel, but like we all got characteristics of every sign.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, being a Cancer.
But I feel like everybody who reads your horoscope, you're gonna see a bunch of shit in there that like applies to you.
And then you're gonna like sift through and be like, nah, that ain't me. But that's me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers are just.
It's weird though. I mean, because I'm sure the science is old and the science is like spiritual in a way. Probably.
Yeah, I wonder what that is though.
Yeah, it came from something because it corresponds with.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's not. It's like a natural thing because it's weird. It's
with
weird.
the stars, right? Yeah, astrology,
absolutely.
And I'm like, but maybe
longitude when you were born, pinpoint energy because
it's a trip, and that's why I feel like we're in the fucking matrix.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like if you think about it,
know that for them to even classify that and just know.
Think of it as a video game, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're not a physical being, right? Mm-hmm. But you don't feel the way humans feel. I think that's what we play the video game, right? To feel. Because God is all-knowing, right? And I think we're all a piece of God, right? All-knowing, and it's just understanding. So there is no pain. There is no pleasure. It's just... I mean, there is pleasure, but it's all euphoria, right? It's just it's a state of no stress. It's a state of existence.
For somebody else may not be,
But in this state, it's all-knowing, so there's no pain, right? But if you're fucking eternal, and you're God, and you can live forever, and nothing hurts... how long would it take for you to build a video game, which we're doing now. With virtual reality, right?
Absolutely.
To get in there and
player go.
And then how much more exhilarating would it be if you didn't know you were fucking playing the game?
Yeah, you purposely gave yourself amnesia.
Exactly.
Just so you won't remember.
Because that's what's the most fun, even with art.
Because if you remember, you're probably, oh, this shit is. You just start flying and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And manipulating matter. Like,
yeah.
Man, fuck this ain't real.
These rules don't apply to me, man. But that's the beauty in it, right? A lot of times, like, I'm sure when you make music, you don't know where the fuck you're going.
Yeah, I just, and it's crazy because I was talking to a producer. And he was like, I never create from a blank canvas. Like, I told him that. Or he told me that. Because I told him, like, yeah, man, sometimes I just start from scratch.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't ever create from a blank canvas. I was like, man, that's interesting. Because when I create, I always start blank.
Yeah.
I don't even have, like, kits pulled up. Because I just want to, it may slow down my workflow. But I always end up creating something that's I've never heard before.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, even though there's nothing new under the sun, quote unquote. But that's how I create.
What genre would you classify yourself as?
Whatever I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, so I listen to your songs, bro. I listen to a few of them and shit, and I'd be like, I don't know, these aren't the same. I mean, it's the same artist.
I have
just a different feel.
3 different personas, I feel. I have Nova Gholar, which is a newer one, which is kind of like an older one because it's kind of my childhood.
Comes full circle, bro.
Yeah, so it's like
full circle.
Nova Gholar is probably like the most round of the artists,
I
feel. Then I have Supernova, who's a rapper and singer. Then I have Nova, who's like a producer.
Yeah.
So like Supernova is like both the singer and the rapper and the producer. Nova's the producer, and Nova Gholar is the soul singer that has no problem being itself.
That makes sense.
Because Supernova's like an ego, I feel. Yeah. When I'm rapping, I have this bravado, but Nova Gholar's more.
But even Nova Gholar, what I like about that, you said it's a child is old. I feel like this shit comes full circle, bro. Like when I'm in my element, and I'm sure you can probably relate to this. You revert back to like your child self, where you're just playing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Taking risk.
Yeah,
that's what Nova Gholar is. Supernova wants to make the dope beats and make catchy songs. Guy. He's cool.
Yeah.
He likes his cool, and Nova
don't give a fuck,
man, bro. Just
do whatever. Be happy.
Rap if you want to, but sing, man.
Yeah, and that's what kids do. I've talked about it here a few times, man. Where it's like, you look at kids, even the way they carry themselves a lot of time, like they're just like, "What's up?" Like fucking bellies hanging out.
They don't care.
They ain't worried about
ice cream shit fall down.
Fuck it.
Like that type of confidence.
Or just
all
presence.
But see, that's why they thought Michael was so weird, bro. Michael knew that. Michael knew the innocence of a child was really godlike. That was probably the closest thing.
Yeah.
Children are just little gods.
Man, I have a big thing with that whole thing, man, with the whole Michael thing, because I'm like, fuck, man. Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't some fire there.
Yeah.
But it's easy to misconstrue that. Is what I'm saying. It's easy to be like, man, this guy hanging around with kids. He had to do it
for sure.
But
it's like being I don't know, I heard somebody what the fuck were they comparing? A mall Santa. So why would you want to be a mall?
Why would you want to be a mall? I've just.
See what I'm saying? Like
you just fucked me up,
bro. Like you see what I'm saying? Like,
shit. Why would you want kids to just sit on your lap every hour?
Bro,
Santa not even real,
bro.
I don't want to
aspire. They probably ain't making no money.
Oh my god,
you making fucking $80 a day?
Every time I see a mall Santa, I'm gonna fucking
bro.
Go off. Yo, you fucking sick.
Yeah, look at the Catholic Church, right? The priests and shit. You have altar boys. I was an altar boy, shit, growing up, and there was a whole fucking scandal of Catholic priests touching them. I'm just like. And it happened with what's his face, that coach. I feel like
that's part of the Sandusky.
Yeah, Sandusky. Yeah.
But what's crazy with me with the Catholic thing, I think the religion calls for that because the nuns can't have sex.
Yeah,
the priests can't have sex.
That's not natural. You're suppressing behavior.
How can you do that?
Yeah,
that's not that God don't want that. Yeah. You got here from sex.
Yeah,
if sex wasn't, we wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Sex is holy. It's a holy thing.
Isn't that Kanye's? We wouldn't be here. What does it say? Fuck, I forget what the fuck.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about? We wouldn't be here without cum. That's some shit. But he says something before. It's a new album. Yeah, it's a new album. It's fucking good. But it's true. They're suppressing behavior and it's fucking people up.
Absolutely.
And then it's not natural.
It's not natural.
Well, supposedly, SP will be here soon, but she would Google this for me. But supposedly, the Catholic priests were able to have women back in the day, but they had to nip that shit in the bud because they were just fucking slinging dick up and down town, bro. They're the priest. In the name of Jesus Christ.
So they could. So this is a newer.
It was newer and it's still been a fucking probably a couple hundred years, but they were just when they didn't have this restriction. You're the priest, you're the man of God, so women are like, what's up?
All right.
It's like being a rock star, right, for God and shit, and they're banging everything on the side. So they're like, all right, we got to nip this shit in the bud. Priests can't fuck nobody no more. That's a new rule.
Having babies out of wedlock in the church.
Exactly. And it's not probably... The problem with it is that people start to judge. People look at people, the greats, and they judge them because of their behavior. They look at people like Martin Luther King and be like, well, look at Coretta Scott. He was cheating on her all the time. And I'm like, listen, man.
He's a man. I'm not condoning cheating.
Neither am I. It doesn't take away from what the fuck he did, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like...
Well, Dave Chappelle was like, Bill Cosby rapes and he saves. Yeah. Bill Cosby paid. I just found this out. Yeah. If it's real, Bill Cosby paid for the I Have a Dream speech. He paid for like the podiums and he put in money for that amazing speech. And it's like, to all the victims, if he did that to you, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's bogus. But the guy his heart is in the right place. He may just be sexually. I think it's an illness, bro. Honestly, I got a question for you. Can you separate the art from the man?
Yes.
Do you believe we should do that? Because like R. Kelly right now can't do concerts. Like people are taking it but he's made beautiful music. I Believe I Can Fly. I mean, you can't tell me.
The problem is that you're cutting somebody's ability to make money.
Yeah.
Because
of bad decisions they made in the past,
and it could be fucked up decisions, but if it's bad enough to where they're still in jail for life, then fuck it. They shouldn't be. You know what I mean? If they're in jail, then they're not gonna make music anyway.
Right.
But if they're out of jail, you can't build a prison around their life.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's what they're doing now. The whole Me Too movement. And I know it's
I
crazy.
understand it.
Yeah, I understand it. Like I really do understand it, but it's like, man, like it's tearing down great things, great music, great
honestly,
memories.
Bro. I think the market speaks for itself though, because the problem really was too, is that he was selling these stadiums out, bro. Mm-hmm. Right before this whole movement happened, it was like he was selling these stadiums out, and it was all mostly women. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
they loved him.
They didn't look at Chris Brown.
Yeah,
it's these double standards.
They love Chris like.
And there's double standards, right? Because I'm like, I feel strongly about shit like that, but I'm like, I'm also not. Fucking deep in these dudes' music. So I'm like, when people start to call people out and then they flip the switch and they're bumping their songs, I'm like, you guys gotta make your mind up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Either you're gonna, or if you're not, then you must have that ability to separate the art from the man. You know what I mean?
Right. And you can't watch the Cosby Show because in the back of your mind.
Well, that's what's crazy. That's what's crazy, that he was kind of like America. He was like teaching morals and ethics to like, the country. He was like,
yeah, but that's. He was a steward in that way. And like, do you take away his works because he himself?
You don't, but it definitely fucks his legacy up.
Of course, like Robin Williams. Robin Williams was tormented mentally.
Yeah.
But he gave love and passion to all of us.
Yeah.
In his movies, he gave.
It's totally different though. He wasn't fucking bitches with.
He
wasn't slipping them pills.
It wasn't. But he was doing tons of coke.
Yeah. As a lot of people, in the industry
But
do.
it's like he basically what I'm saying is he was unhappy.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but it's like Jesus.
Yeah.
I
think I don't know. Being happy is also like. It's such a stupid thing that people chase.
Oh man, I was just talking about this the other day, bro.
Like people make this fucking thing up in their head.
Adversity is how we grow, and to have happiness every time, you'll probably go mad. You'll probably just shake it up. You'll probably just shake it up just because you need to. And
you need the chaos.
You need chaos. Yeah. Out of chaos comes beauty.
Yeah. Yeah.
From manure, you put manure on the ground.
Well, that's what they have.
You get beautiful flowers.
What's the shit called? That these kids have. These rich kids. Affluence. Affluence. It's like a condition that they all have because they grew up so fucking rich that they're having a hard time cope with reality. They don't have like a real perception of what reality is. So like, you know, they grow up in these environments, and I think that's what's happening to a lot of these people that run the shit that we're all affected by it, or politics, or whatever, corporate, whatever. These people just grow up in these environments. Donald Trump being one of them.
They don't understand. They just don't understand the other side.
Their perception is not there. Exactly. I don't think
whole different paradigm.
Yeah. We're all the superhero.
You can't even blame it. You can't even.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the system kind of that creates these people. Yeah. And creates this type of lopsided point of view. And it's crazy.
How do you fix it, right? Like, because a lot of times, like, you know, when you try to broaden, say for example, if you took someone like Donald Trump and you try to broaden his perspective, he's so fucking old. A lot of his ways are set in.
Yeah, even if you want to change, and even if he does logically see what you're talking about, he's like, man,
his opinions are still biased.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's we create the monsters ourselves.
That's why I think
we perpetuate the monsters. So
we do. Yeah. I think plant medicines, being like psychedelics and all that shit, could really fucking benefit people.
Yeah. Man, when I started smoking just weed,
it opens up a whole different avenue.
Absolutely. Like, it kind of show what Bob Marley say. Weed shows you to yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
it calls you out on your own shit.
Absolutely. And when people smoke, some people that don't smoke, they be like, I always see crazy things and demons and stuff. I'm like, that's because it's all you. You got
running away.
You running away. Like, I don't like this more. I get sad. Like, I don't.
It's showing you what you need to see. Yeah. Every plant does that. I feel like they all like that paranoia that I get sometimes when I'm high. I like that shit. I don't know why, bro. Because like I'm like, it makes me like.
What do you mean paranoia? Like how? What you mean?
Like I smoke sativa, so I'll smoke something and I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. What am I doing with this? What am I doing that? How can I make it better? I start to question
the anxiety.
Exactly, the anxiety comes in, but that shit makes me grind.
Absolutely.
Where I'm like, I gotta fix that.
I gotta get it.
Yeah, but not everybody's built the same way, you know. Some people are just like, fuck, I can't.
To it.
Yeah,
and it's crazy that like I've heard that like at least 10 times in my life. People say, man, I see like bad things when I'm like, no, that's you. It's your subconscious having teeth. Like there was a skit. Key and Peele, they're genius, man. There was a skit, and they was doing a drug called Funt. Right? This dude was just explaining like what Funt does to you. He was like, it basically takes your subconscious and gives it teeth. And he was like, it's deep within. It was basically just saying how like it shows you yourself, and it might be a monster to you because you haven't dealt with it. Or, that's why I like to be alone a lot, bro. Being alone a lot.
It's one of the most beautiful tools to have.
And some people don't like to be alone, but being alone shows you to yourself, and you get to question yourself and talk with God, because God will start talking to you with your own lips. Like,
when you fucking quiet all the chatter, that subconscious, that God, whatever the fuck it may be, that you start getting data. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people can't sleep at night, because that's the first time that they're like, oh, okay. And you're letting the mind rest. Then, subconscious finally peeks in.
There's this movie called Revolver on that.
I think I've seen that.
Is on like the elevator alone, and then all these voices, but it's him. It's just saying different stuff. Yeah. But even all that chatter can be silenced if you just ask God to speak to you. And none of the other, because all the voices like you made them. Yeah. From doubts.
Yeah.
Fears,
ego. Whatever the fuck.
Other people telling you things. And
fear.
Yeah. Which fear is probably the most powerful of all of them. It's like, it's not the opposite of love, but if you could say there's an opposite of love, that's what it is.
It makes sense to me, because that shit cripples people, bro. Absolutely. It stops people. Even like, see the
physically, it can physically cripple.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Shit, people can't get themselves. I had an aunt, man. It's just fear, you know, fear of like evolving and growing or whatever, just being in these environments. She just stopped walking, bro. And she's just like, you know what? She would just sit all day. She sit like all fucking day.
And then her legs really stopped working?
They stopped working, bro.
It's crazy.
And I'm just, you know, and I'm
that's
like, damn.
Power. See, it's too much power. That's why we gave her sense of amnesia.
Yeah.
It'd be too much. If you know you're the ruler of your mind,
bro,
which is.
You'd also take a lot better care of it, though. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? You think about you think about, that's the fear, right? The fear comes from like, now you have a responsibility to do things that you're aware of. Right? Yeah.
Are you gonna take this power and use it wisely? And people are like, "Fuck,
there's so much to do. I got this, I got that." But the more you realize, especially through art, the more you get through it, like the more you realize that everything is your responsibility.
And we like to just put it off on other people.
Yeah. And then we get mad at them.
We create the devil to put it off.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's not a pocket of energy that's like, that you could call whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe we create anything. And from mind
100%
creates all. You know what I'm saying? So
I think heaven and hell both exist here and now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's mental states. And then if whatever they call it, that was your subconscious, really.
Because I've been in hell.
You know,
I've been in hell.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like
Facts. When I came home from college, bro, the first time, because I came home like twice.
Yeah.
The other time I dropped out.
Yeah.
But the first time I came home, I didn't.
Did you ever finish?
No, I never finished.
Neither did I. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was like, man,
I can't
I know what I want to
shit.
do.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I want to do.
Same.
Honestly, I miss college actually. Well, I just miss academia because I like learning new things. So
do I.
That I miss, but the structure and shit.
But you can still learn shit, bro. Like especially now. Yeah, like and you can pick what the fuck you want to learn about. You want to learn a new language, bro? Rosetta Stone.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Like, right there.
Get whatever you want. Podcasts, audiobooks, documentaries, whatever. I
taught myself graphic arts, like Photoshop.
That's right.
I'm dope at that shit.
Yeah.
Well, not this dope, but
yeah. But you do your thing.
Absolutely. You know, I do enough to,
to get by, yeah.
And sometimes, charge for that shit.
Yeah, of course. Shit. If you're good
but
at something.
man, I came home from college and I was sick. I got sick. I had like lesions all over my body.
Damn.
And this is the first time I'm she talking about whatever, but everywhere. And it just broke out, and I was like, what the fuck?
And it happens to people a lot,
bro. I didn't know what it was, and we got all these tests, and the doctors couldn't know. I mean, I got every test. They just didn't know. I felt like Job in the Bible. Yeah. When Job got just randomly, God hit him with some boom.
Was it leprosy or something?
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It's crazy. I got scars, but that's how I felt.
It was everywhere,
bro.
Damn, that's kind of scary.
That's and I was in college, like, man, what's going on? And
your face and everything.
Yes. Well, it was like not neck above, but just.
Still, bro, I'd be freaking the fuck out.
I was, and like the doctors, the way they were looking at me, like when I took my clothes, they're like, scared, like what the fuck is going on? Right? Yeah. So anyway, long story short, that really the fear of like, man, am I gonna get a wife? Is she gonna love me? Is this gonna be forever?
And that's society putting all this shit on you,
right? It was just man made, and it like calcified and it crippled me for like 2 months, bro. I was bedridden. Like I didn't want to get out the bed. I was like super depressed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, what's going on? Man, I was in college having fun. Yeah. And God hit me, But in hindsight, I wish I would have mentally. I know it was more of a challenge mentally
for sure.
For God, I just wish I would have early because I got my confidence slowly as stuff progressed, and then I found like a medicine and took it away. Yeah. But in that whole state, man, it was just like crippling fear because of a future that wasn't even there yet. Yeah. But I was just
the future that you've been sold that you want.
I've been sold that I want. Like, man, it's over. So now I gotta. It was crazy, but it was mental, man. Yeah. It was more mental, even more than the physical element. I feel if I would have mentally been like super strong on the onset of it. It would have probably went away quicker, or I would have been able to find a medicine for it quicker than just moping and like, oh man.
Maybe, but sometimes that's the process of it too. Yeah. That's the process,
absolutely. No matter how long it lasts.
Because like if you're in that, like I just feel like everything's a fucking lesson, right? And like if the longer you're in that fire, it's like, well, shit, like you ain't learned it yet. You ain't learned it yet.
You trying to get out of this motherfucker? You trying to burn it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's going back to like running away, like. One of the most common examples is like you'll see, for example, a girl, right? And you date this girl, and then it doesn't work out between you guys, whatever. You guys break up. She gets a new guy in a fucking week, and then they break up, and then it's all over her Facebook or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm so in love, whatever, and then boom, they break up. A week later, they got a new guy, and it's just like they're running away from the same problem.
You're not even fixing it.
Yeah, and they're meeting the same type of dude, right? And they're not doing their own work, and they're just fear.
That's deep.
Because
relationship, like if you're in love, you can stay in that. I've been with my girl for 7 years. Damn. 8 years. And you can stay in that state, bro. It's for possible. Sure. But it takes effort. It takes mental effort.
All it is.
And people just think like, oh, this love, that first feeling of you meeting them gonna last. It's not gonna last. No. You
can make it.
You can make it last. But that's what I'm saying. Like you have to physically and mentally commit.
And it's got to be both parties.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. 50-50.
Yeah.
Or
even 100-100.
A lot of the facts. But a lot of times the girl just by nature does more because they love different. Yeah. They love harder than us. It's a.
I'm a fan, bro.
Yeah.
Of women.
They
there's
love
something there.
Absolutely. It's God. It's more God. It's more. If God gave the genes, doses of the essence, they have a lot more of the essence. That's why they can create the children. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're way more godly than us. Now, I'm not saying we're all the same entity, but they have just a little more,
like a little deeper connection there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say I came from one.
Yeah, exactly. And
I came from a woman.
Can't do that. It is a trip because like also like even when I do like I've done, if you think about weed, marijuana, right? It's a feminine energy plant. Ayahuasca.
Then when it go hermaphrodite, they call it Reggie.
Yeah. And then you have like. You'll have like ayahuasca, right? And they'll call it mother ayahuasca, right? It's a very feminine energy.
Wow.
And then like
that's deep.
Even with mushrooms and shit. Even with mushrooms, sometimes I get a feminine ass energy, like, and it's all connected to these plants, right? It's all, and I'm like, man, there's something
about the feminine energy.
Yeah, it's a lot more sensual and soothing. It's more, I guess, nurturing is the thing.
Absolutely.
That men teach.
And that's what we want from God. When we pray for God, we ask for God.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that in traditional religion, God is a man in most of them. But it's like that don't even make sense because like
it doesn't.
The woman has been shown on this plane to be more caring and more nurturing and more loving, and wrathful. Yeah, women are wrathful. Yeah, what I'm saying. Women have a wrath in it.
Bro, all my reps, my agents, my managers, most of the people that I've worked with have all been women.
See that?
Because they get shit done, bro.
Dame Dad said, all I keep is women around me.
Oh, bro.
He said, like, my whole staff, I keep women around me. Because women don't get jealous like that. Bro. I mean, they get jealous of each other.
Yeah, but there's a weird genetic thing that women don't necessarily fight for themselves, but they fight for their client harder. Mm-hmm. Because it comes from, like, a weird thing of, like, mother. It's like exactly like a motherly thing. So like, deep. You look at lions and shit like that,
The mother protect, like, the father, of course, will go protect and stuff, but the mother is way more. But the fathers
go run around, they will roam, they go sling dick up and down, fucking all these different other lions. She's there with her cubs, and she'll.
The praying mantis.
Shit, she'll tear the husband's head off. Black Widow, same thing. Them, right? She eats them. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Y'all
better watch these women, man.
I know, for real.
They powerful, man. They allow us. They've allowed us to do a lot of this shit only because our physical prowess. Only we was just built genetically stronger, so we were able to do stuff.
But I'm becoming a lot more empathetic to it, man, because like even that physical. It's such a fucking big thing, like like when a dude walks into a room, right, and you walk. There's this weird alpha thing that happens a lot, right? Where like dudes will size each other up, like who the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, but that's usually with people that have high egos and low EQs that don't necessarily understand emotion. I never try to fucking challenge anybody. I'm like, hey man, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm about to elevate this bitch. But some dudes, they'll walk in and measure dudes up or whatever, and I don't know. I just don't think it's as strong in women. And when a dude, say for example, if he's asking something of a woman, that physical presence says so much before he even opens his mouth. Because 2/3 of our communication is nonverbal, right? Absolutely. You're hearing my words right now, but you're more feeling what I'm feeling, right? It's just this weird fucking energetic exchange that all humans have. And 2/3 of most of our communication is nonverbal. Absolutely. So when there's a fucking big figure approaching you, naturally it's like, oh shit, you close off a little, and that's why I think a lot of women get these Me Too situations, right? Because it's like, fuck, you're backed into a corner.
It's like a dominating energy.
Yeah,
it's crazy because it's this movie called What the Bleep Do We Know?
Oh yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about.
They were talking, and dude was like telling him like, yo, watch the energy, right? And it's just like brolic dude, high ego, and he was just like talking, and with graphics they showed the energy exchange. Yeah. And she was like closing off more because he was like, putting his hand, the hand thing when you put the hand and you start leaning against the wall. You talk like, yeah, baby. Like, even that's a dominant thing. It's like almost trapping
You're cornering her off. Yeah.
Absolutely. So like we all subconsciously, man, we do this stuff to women. But
it's subconscious, but it's not, because you can feel that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you allow yourself to feel,
like, you know, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like if you allow yourself to feel and get out of your own, like if you just, it's really about like running that self analysis. Like what am I fucking doing with everything? What's my intention at every move? Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, because at the end of the day too, I don't get it either, man. With this Me Too movement, like it ain't fun for me unless this girl's eyes are rolling to the back of her head and her fucking toes are curling. You know what I mean? If she's into it,
yeah,
then I'm game. But if she's not feeling me, I'm like, fuck this girl. I don't want to talk to her. Like I ain't trying to force you to nothing. I'm out. Plenty of vision to see. And
that's dominance too. It's like, let's say Bill.
Yeah.
You know, he just is that dominance of the overpowering or the
that's what I think it is.
Subduing. You know, even with a higher norm, it's just terrible. But you know, it's crazy, man. What we do to women, and they still love us unconditionally.
They take it, yeah.
They love us unconditionally.
It's sad, man.
That's why Mother Earth probably ain't take us off the planet, because of the species of women. Like,
bro,
man, I know I still got my essence. I got the physical counterpart of my essence.
I feel like we're kind of like little ants, bro, on the organism of a planet. This whole thing's just allowing us to live on it. Mm-hmm. You know,
and it knows what we doing. It's listening. She listening.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And she still give us food. She's
hurt right now, though. Tell you that much.
Oh, she hurt. She hurt
bad.
You know, it's crazy. Like, cause when I meditate, when I'm like, I'm trying to tap into it. Like I read this book about like just psychic stuff, and they're like, just to get an anchor, you imagine like energy is coming from like right here, your cock.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Your like your tailbone essentially. It's your base, your root chakra.
Yeah. So imagine like an anchor is coming here.
Yeah.
And the energy is going down to the earth. Energy is going down to the earth, and it's just tied to like the center.
Roots.
It's tied to the roots. And sometimes I just do that just to feel her.
Yeah.
Feel it.
To reconnect, to ground yourself.
Absolutely. Because, you know, we walk on. Were you talking about this about concrete? About walking on concrete?
Maybe.
And it blocking energy.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about it. Because like when I'm sure when you walk barefoot on grass and shit, like think about that. Well, I was talking about how unhealthy our feet are. That's what I was talking about that day.
Man. Look at we trap them in these things.
Yeah, bro.
These stylish things.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit. I got yellow ones, I got green ones.
Yeah, it's like, man, your feet.
Yeah,
you gotta connect. I even heard that your hair, the longer your hair is, the more connection.
Well, there was this weird thing about Native Americans that fought in the war alongside Americans. Apparently, there's pictures. I wish I had the producer here already. There's pictures, we could pull them up, of these of the first guys that were allowed to keep their long hair, and it's because these guys, so they were doing, if I'm full of shit and you guys want to debunk me, go ahead, email me.
Right.
This is a fucking story, all right? Listen up. So what it is that these dudes were, they would put them out and they would run these drills, right? These tests, right? Like they'd be like, all right, you know, you got to catch homeboy. And these dudes would set up camps, and it's like these dudes knew when people were coming. They were out moments before. These dudes were like, they just had something connected. They were just like, how the fuck are these guys so quick? And they brought them into the army, right? Into the armed forces. They cut their hair and they tried to do the same shit, and they couldn't. And they couldn't.
Samson.
And exactly. And they were just, supposedly it's an extension of your central nervous system, is what they would say. Right, and it kind of like, it's kind of like your antenna, kind of like ants, you know what I mean?
Intuition.
Yeah. And so then they got an exemption and let these guys all keep their long hair because, you know, and they wanted them to be in the army and look this uniform look, but with that look they couldn't, they weren't attached to their
That's so crazy.
Apparently that's how they learned guerrilla warfare, right? With like hiding out and shit and like
you gotta be highly intuitive.
Yeah.
To make the
that's
right
where they got
jump.
it from, because these motherfuckers used to literally just walk across each other with a gun in a straight line. And then shoot at each other.
Ridiculous.
So stupid, bro.
Ridiculous. Bro, and we be like, man, these people in power be so smart. Nah, man.
No,
like,
man.
That don't even make sense. You gotta see, they were outside of nature. When you go outside of nature, that's not nature. Don't even fight like that. The lion don't be, yo, gazelle.
Yeah. No. It's
lion
the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, I say,
bro. And that's how they learn it, man.
Honor.
Yeah.
Fuck that. He trying to kill me.
Yo, bro. I ain't trying to die, bro. It's you and me, man.
Fuck you mean?
I'm swinging off these branches and cut your head off. Yeah, for real. Sniping you out.
You seen The Patriot?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Because they called him the Ghost.
Yeah.
Because he was just smart enough to fucking ambush.
He's like, wait a second. We're just walking across each other?
We gonna
hide. How about that? They don't know we're coming.
Kill everybody.
But that's not fair. Bitch is war. What the fuck is fair?
Exactly.
You know? It's kind of crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's time to go into some hot seat questions. I'm a good singer, bro. I know.
I do. Yeah, I like it. I dig it, bro. I dig it.
All right, bro. All right, look. If what's one thing that you do that most people wouldn't suspect? You know what I mean? Like one of those things. Like for me, it's like I make furniture. People are like, "Word?" I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Crazy.
It's random.
You're a carpenter.
Yes,
Jesus.
Yeah, for real. Jesus was a carpenter. I'm just saying.
Jesus over here.
Jesus.
Right. Hey, Jesus. Let me see.
You know, some like,
and because I'm trying to think of something non-artistic.
Anything.
Because I would think people would think they would know. Like I was gonna say graphics, but I think people would know. Like people would be like, I can see him doing graphics. You know?
Yeah. Some like yoga or some weird shit. You know.
Yeah. Oh well. Man, it's a good question, bro.
Bro, you do shit that people wouldn't suspect. You just think it's just normal.
Right. It's just normal. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to really think. Man, I don't know. That's a good question. I think everybody would.
We'll come back to this one.
Yeah, come back.
If you could describe your music in one word, what would it be? Just your experience, your connection to music. I'll give you mine after.
If I can describe my music in one word.
Yeah, or just to connect.
Reflective.
Okay.
Reflective,
perfect.
Man.
Fuck yeah, that's a good one. Reflective. Mine's euphoric.
Nice.
Because I
can definitely see that.
Feel that. You know, I feel it. And number 3, if you could pick the spot to choose, right, to live in, right, or to create in, sorry, are you the fucking mansion in the hills type, or are you the cottage on the beach type?
Cottage on the beach type.
Yeah, right.
Really secluded. Really secluded. Nothing too fancy. But
nice studio setup.
Nice studio, just a nice studio setup.
Yeah.
Really homey, really comfortable, breezy. I love water. Like sometimes I just turn on my shower. Like my bathroom's in my like.
His water bill's like $1,000.
It's crazy. So sometimes I just let my water run. I know it's bad.
It's like, hey, man.
I know it's bad. But sometimes I can just get an app and get running water, but I be so frivolous with my water. I am like,
bro, you just gotta plug that shit and then tell your girl to fucking do a bubble bath or some shit. She be
mad as hell though.
Yeah.
She be like, can you turn on the shower? Like, man,
I like the sound. All right.
Really, it just does something like so. Water, being by the water is like
something soothing about it.
Yes, absolutely, man. Water is.
Shit, they make machines that make that sound. So
yeah.
Do you play any other instruments other than like keys and drums? Is it like a random instrument you wouldn't play that people wouldn't suspect, like a fucking saxophone or something? See, well,
just
trying to come back to that.
Well, I play the organ.
Yeah,
and you can't really play the organ unless you in like an environment, a certain environment. People don't just be like, I play the organ. And it's the B4.
Yeah,
so like you can't just lug that shit.
Yeah. yeah.
You have to be in a setting or in an environment.
Big ass church or some creepy shit, you know?
Yeah. So the organ, I play the organ.
Yeah. Boom. All right, let's go into current events, bro. Yeah. We're crooking along, bro. So you didn't even know. We're already an hour in, man. It just flies by, man.
Well, most people wouldn't suspect. I really like comedy. So when I'm not doing music, I'm watching comedians, and I can
too,
dissect comedians like I dissect music.
Same.
Because it's perspective and how you do it. You know,
it's a dance essentially, man.
It is with the audience and like whether
the way I see it, they're like hijacking your brain. Essentially, they're like, look, get in my car. I'm gonna show you how I see shit, and I'm just gonna tell you my perspective,
and I can make you believe it.
Yeah,
almost. They're like philosophers, comedians.
They hijack your brain, and you're like, what? And then you're like, oh shit, that is funny. I never saw it this way. You know,
Dave Chappelle was like the best at that.
Oh, dude, Equanimity was fucking amazing.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
Makes you cry, makes you laugh. It was deep as fuck.
Even his color choices, like the ultraviolet he used, on the stage. Like, I watched all like good comedians know the esoterics.
Yeah.
You know, they know, man. They know.
I have a lot of comedians that I love too. I mean, Dave being, of course, he's like one of the top of the top. But there's quite a few. Who are the other ones for you?
George Carlin was super dope.
Oh, of course, he was he was one that moved society forward. I feel
those are the type of comedians I like.
Yeah,
and I like the Kevin Harts and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like family oriented comedy, like this. Steve Harvey. Cedric Entertainer. I love Cedric Entertainer.
Yeah.
Man, I like obscure comics.
Bernie was the shit before he passed away, man.
Bernie was so dope, man. Because Bernie energy.
Yeah, I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's that energy, man.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't care what crowd it is. Like, I'm Bernie.
Yeah,
y'all gonna love me.
Yeah, he wore them crazy.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah,
big ass suits.
Yeah. I love that shit, man. I'm a big fan of that.
I like Bill Burr too.
Oh, Bill Burr's fucking funny. He's real good. He's one of the guys that's on top
Boston
right now.
Boston boy, man.
Have you heard listened to Joe Rogan ever? His stand-up?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I heard like twice.
Yeah.
But it's social commentary.
Yeah, really exactly. Dope. That's why I like it. Carlin was a lot like that.
Absolutely.
He
was like the father.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yo, Eddie Murphy, like old Eddie Murphy, raw and delirious.
Of course.
Bro.
Absolutely. Eddie he did everything. He was like LeBron. He acted, comedian.
I feel like I think he jumped out because of fear. That's what the rumor is.
Out of the stand up?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah,
because
man,
that's the rumor that he's like
balls,
yeah, well I'm just even they're like, you ain't never gonna touch that again, kind of thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because you can't even speak the way
fear of not doing better than you did.
Yeah. And tainting your legacy in a way. Because if you look at it, man, like you can't even say the shit that he would say back in the day. Like,
so it was crazy.
Yeah. He's
look at Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan came back with Wizards.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
It's
but
it's like
maybe Eddie saw that like, nah, man, Jordan came back.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same.
I gotta go, man.
I gotta get out of here.
I think also because he'll get roasted too, like the whole thing that happened because. He would talk about gay people a lot. Yeah, the trannies. Stuff. Yeah. So he would be like,
was that substantial? Did they really?
I don't know, but I mean, it's gonna be a fucking thing. Like Absolutely. It's a different world now with social media and shit.
But
like
he's in a perfect position to make light of it.
Oh my god,
you're a comedian. Mm-hmm. Just be like, yeah, man, she was a man. I didn't know.
Yeah. Maybe I knew.
By the time I fucked, it was too late.
And then I was like, maybe I could do this again.
Dave made a joke about it, actually.
Yeah.
He made a joke about it. Like, he picked,
Yeah.
She sucked the dick or something. He said something like that.
Yeah.
He made light of it. But when you're a comedian, man, that's your job. Is to
There's an opportunity there for sure.
Yeah,
but he'd be talking about just.
But he did Dr. Doolittle and shit. So
yeah. That's
he won't. I guess he still wants them streaming checks. So.
Yeah. Exactly. You can't burn bridges either. Like I don't know, it's tough.
He doing Dolomite. Him and Mike Epps.
Dolomite. Oh no shit.
Yeah, they're doing a Dolomite movie.
No shit.
Yeah. So
I think I saw something about that.
He coming back to the
Mike Epps is another one. He's got pretty good stand up too.
Yeah.
He does stand up. He's funny.
Sometimes he be like hit and miss.
But
because I've heard some of the material.
It's like Cat Williams too is hit and miss.
Cat is honestly
he could be fucking
one
amazing.
of my favorite comedians.
He could be amazing if he didn't fuck himself over.
Absolutely. Himself. Himself.
Getting beat up by 13-year-olds and shit.
Himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta get out of your own way.
Yeah,
you gotta get out of your own way.
Some people can't, man. Like, look at one of the greatest fighters in the world, John Jones. Can't get out. Only loss he has is to himself, to all the USADA drug tests, cocaine, dick pills, all this other crazy shit that he gets test positive for.
What's the black box shit? That be with Mayweather sometimes.
There was we talking about. You be with Mayweather? That motherfucker rolls with like 80 people.
No, but he a famous. He used to be with Mayweather, but like,
a boxer?
The guy, he always running his mouth.
I know you're talking about.
His mouth, man.
Kellerman, he always be like, Kellerman, come here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like him, man, he's the dope boxer, but he's always like, either. I'm not saying you can be confident, but you have to put the work in.
Yeah.
To be that guy. Like Ali was the greatest because he was the greatest.
I think also because of his social commentary too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like
what he stood for.
Yeah. They try to make the motherfucker go to war. He's like, what? I'm not going to war. Like, what the fuck? I don't have any problem with anybody from Vietnam.
The government and people.
Yeah, and they suspended his ass in the peak years of his career. And a lot of people say that that's why he stayed out there. And it sucks. A lot of people don't talk about it, but the end of his career was ugly, bro. He was just getting his ass beat out there. He was too old. There was a bunch of That's why he got the Parkinson's.
Jay-Z was like
the what?
Murder. He's like Murder Malcolm gave Cassius the shakes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they gave him Parkinson's,
but I mean,
it's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't put nothing past the 1%.
Fuck no. You know.
I don't put nothing past, man.
You know, shit. Have you heard about this soccer team that's stuck in Thailand? There's this.
I actually have. I haven't watched.
There's a cave, and these kids. It's a soccer team from Thailand, and they were I guess they were fucking cave diving. I don't know what the fuck they were doing in this cave, but they're in this cave, and it collapsed, and the only way to get to there is underwater through these murky ass muddy waters. You can't see shit, and you're wearing oxygen tanks. So they're trying to get them out, and what is this shit? I'm in the wrong page. And Elon Musk is like gonna go save these fucking kids. Apparently, yeah. He's sending a team of engineers to assist in the rescue mission. So Elon Musk is sending engineers to help rescue boys soccer team trapped in Thailand cave. I'm watching this video here. Engineers from SpaceX and the Boring Company will go on Saturday, which this was, they just left on Saturday. 12 teenage boys and their coach are trapped in a flooded cave system 2.5 miles from the entrance. Ooh, okay. Musk suggested techniques from pumping water out of the cave using Tesla-made power pack battery packs. This motherfucker is like the new Tony Stark.
Right?
The Tesla founder also proposed using inflatable tube to create a tunnel in a cave. Look at this shit. The rescue effort is a race against time because they're in there. Oxygen levels are dropping in the cave.
Oh my god!
Look at this environment. And heavy rainfall is expected.
This is happening right now.
This is right now in Thailand. Currently, the only way out in and out is through diving to the cave's dark and dangerous waters.
So they got to get them all masked.
A Navy diver died on Friday during the rescue mission, trying to get him out. His oxygen tank ran out of gas on the way back, or oxygen on the way back.
Man,
he's a Navy diver too.
See, it's crazy.
It's also
we be thinking, man, Mother Nature got the power.
Shit, yeah.
It don't matter how much money we got. Mother Nature is here.
Oh, she don't give a fuck about your money.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yo. And then he showed the video. Look, he has a little kid-sized submarine that he's gonna put in his cave. And these fucking ads. The problem is, this is the problem with the internet
crazy.
now.
Oh my god! You remember YouTube?
Yeah, it used to be great, man.
Before the shits.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm all for advertising, but goddamn, guys.
Yeah, get some shit I want to see. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. She's the submarines.
Wow.
Because it's a small space. Child size. Isn't that crazy? He's like, oh, you guys got some kids trapped in a cave? Give me 8 hours. I got a mini submarine, guys. Check it out.
Tony Stark, though.
It's fucking crazy, man. But at the same time, what bothers me about these stories is that, you know, you could probably name how many hundreds of people died in Chicago or fucking down here in LA.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, and nobody's doing shit. Ain't no submarines being sent to the hood.
Katrina?
How about just
where was the fucking submarines?
Kanye was on TV like George Bush does not like black people. I'm like, you know, during New Orleans when the fucking levees broke out, like, you know, it's true. It's like, because you see shit like this. There was a tsunami in Japan. Everybody's out there.
That lets me to believe like this. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure Elon is doing it out of the kindness of heart too. Of course. But also it's promotion.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's a great PR move.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure he got with his team like, should I do this?
They're like 2 birds, 1 stone. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm sure he had that conversation with his team. So, dude, I mean, it's crazy, man.
Let's get into some politics, bro. Look at this, man. It's my boy Bernie. I love Bernie. So, this is global warming. We're just talking about it. And Antarctica is melting 3 times faster than it was just 10 years ago.
Wow.
Which is fucking crazy. And it's the largest ice sheet. 200 billion tons of ice into the ocean every year. 200 billion tons of water. And if the melting continues to triple over the 10 years, rising sea levels will render most coastal cities unlivable within 50 years. That's our lifetime, bro.
Right, that is.
So apparently it's melting fast because the water under it is warm. And it's melting the ice from the bottom. And you know, it's these are all basically it's like the whole land is made out of, look at this shit, of ice.
It's just water, frozen water everywhere,
bro. And that's what people live on, right? On the ice or whatever. Or not, they don't live on, some people do actually. There's a show on Netflix, Life Below Zero. But it's massive amounts of ice just fucking melting so goddamn fast.
That's crazy. So some coastal cities is gonna be buried.
Bro, we're here in LA, man. You know, the window we have is closing apparently. Like,
but this is my thing, bro. Mother Nature gonna do what she gonna do.
Oh, it's gonna correct It's gonna correct itself.
Yeah, so like,
but we're gonna die is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, every species, every civilization. It's Mother Nature, man. You can't stop her.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, Mother Nature.
She gave us chances.
Yeah.
We keep killing her people.
Yeah. Check this out. This is we're talking about all this shit. Depression. So there's this company called MAPS, and they've been treating people with mushrooms and MDMA, and they're getting
really?
and they're getting back fascinating. It's the first clinical research that they've done with psychedelics, with different types of drugs. So people have reduced symptoms of depression and had reset the activity to keep brain circuits responsible for depression. So it kind of like rewires your brain essentially.
What?
Let me put this shit down. Patients reported benefiting, lasting up to 5 weeks after treatment. This is fucking natural shit. Mushrooms, it revealed changes in the brain activity. They were associated with lasting reductions in depressive symptoms. They also did use this for addiction. What did they say? Patients also often use computer analogies to describe their experience. One of them described being defragged. That's what it feels like, bro. Like a computer hard drive. And another one said he felt rebooted. That's how I feel every time. Like I'm in the fucking Matrix.
I really want to do it, man.
Bro, I'll tell you, whenever you want, bro. Let me know. Afterglow effect lasted for some time, patients reported. Characterized by improvements in mood and stress relief. Yeah, bro. All these plants are doing is just elevating. Psilocybin could be giving these individuals a temporary kickstart they need. And that's a big problem I think that we're having trouble dealing with. Look, breakouts, to break out of their depression states and start rewiring their brain circuits. MRI imaging revealed blood flow in areas of the brain. This is nuts, bro. Now there's science that it's finally, being paired with it to back the results of what these natives knew all along, that these plants have a way of connecting us to this Mother Earth and kind of like resetting.
We got so synthetic though.
Yeah.
Like we just make the drugs ourselves instead of allowing Mother Nature.
It's ego of man thinking they could do it better.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
That's why we create robots.
Yeah.
We can create.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and they're coming for all the jobs. That's why I feel like art is a thing, Compound may give users a mind-melting experience. Boosts of the brain connectivity. Psilocybin actually boosts the brain's connectivity. That makes sense. The brain synchronizes activity amongst areas that would not normally be connected. Huh.
Wow.
This alteration in activity could explain the dreamy state. Hell yeah, it's a dreamy state. That shroom users report experiencing after taking the drug. Oh, I got you. Also, brain communication related effects. Yeah, I mean, it's slowing down the activity in areas such as the thalamus. It's a certain part of the brain, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, travel. So it basically makes the pathways so they can
connect.
Yeah, so your brain can fire better.
Neurons.
It could change someone's personality. Psychologists say. People become more open to new experiences after just one dose of psilocybin. Yeah. Honestly, man, I've been lucky enough to introduce a lot of people to these plants.
Wow.
And nobody's ever come back to me. Nobody's ever come to me and said like, "Oh my God, I shouldn't have." Everybody's always come like, "Fuck, man, I wish I would have known this a long time ago." I'm like, "Bitch, me too."
Because your trip is completely up to you.
It's different to everybody. You know what I mean? It's different for everybody, but at the same time, it's a doctor. In the jungle, like for example, ayahuasca is like one of the stronger psychedelics. It's dimethyltryptamine, but in the jungle they call it doctorcito in Peru, which means little doctor, and it's basically
you told me.
Yeah. So it's like you're getting a different prescription. You know what I mean? Everybody's getting different, and the plant's gonna give you whatever the fuck you need, whether it be some mental thing or physical or spiritual or emotional, whatever it may be. It's gonna give you that whatever that prescription is.
And just eat that shit.
Yeah. Well,
eat it or drink it. How long does it take to like induce?
For shrooms or for what?
For shrooms.
Yeah, for sure. It depends on your metabolism, actually.
Like if you ain't got nothing in your stomach.
Oh, if you fast? Oh yeah, dude. I was up in Joshua Tree this last week. God damn, bro. I took a lot.
What happened? What you?
Oh, bro, I took shrooms. And I took a lot, bro. I went with somebody. It was their first time, and they were like, "Fuck it, I want to go deep." I'm like, "All right, let's go deep." So I took a lot, and it didn't really hit them as hard as it hit me, man. I was fucked up because it's essentially a poison at first, right? Your body doesn't know what the fuck to do with it. It's like, oh shit, like what is this? And that's where the trip starts, right? So I didn't necessarily, because there's nausea that hits you sometimes, depending on the shrooms. There are a million different kinds of shrooms. And I was like nauseous, but I'm getting crazy visuals, and I'm just tripping the fuck out. What you saying? For me, it was a lot of this was the first time I've gotten visuals like that on shrooms. A lot of geometric patterns and shapes, and it was just different colors, and it was almost like this different. I don't even know, because I've had visuals like on different shit on whether it be like LSD or ayahuasca, which is DMT or whatever, but never on shrooms like this. Usually on shrooms, I see random shit like the plants moving and kind of communicating to each other.
Yeah, like you can hear them like verbally.
And not necessarily verbally. It's more of a feeling. It's really strange. My first experience was in Joshua Tree too, taking shrooms. No, it wasn't. It wasn't my first. But as a grown man, like knowing what I know now, one of my first experiences, like knowing what I'm doing, not just getting fucked up, I was just seeing a lot of like. If you look off into the mountains, it looks like they're fucking breathing, right? And it was kind of cloudy that day, and the sun's rays were going through the clouds, and you could see it like almost like communicating with the land, and it's very fascinating. But it's almost like a big web, right? And it's these plants, and all the vibrant colors come out, and it's almost like they're dancing with each other, bro. And they're just fucking around. And we're in a desert, but for some reason, it felt like these plants loved it there. Like it was just like, yo, we're fucking partying. We're just the wind. Check it out, like. It's very strange, man. A lot of people report that they have they have the ability to hear plants communicate or whatever. For some reason, it's common. I don't know if it's because it's mushrooms. Mushrooms. I don't know if you've seen like. We got time. I'm gonna pull some shit up, bro. Actually, I'll pull it up after. I'll show it to you after. Mushrooms, man. There's some fascinating shit behind it, but yeah, I think you would enjoy it, man. I think you would, enjoy an experience of plants. Tried, man.
I'm trying, bro.
Especially now, I think it's becoming legal. It's on a ballot.
I see shit.
Yeah, so
if they studying,
especially with that, yeah. So they have exemption, right? MAPS has exemption, and but still, it's only a certain amount of time before they can't stop it. The science is there, the evidence is there, and that's how they stopped it before. There was no research done. Nobody knew.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, people want to make money.
Ridiculous, man. Yeah. Weed was illegal just for money.
But it still is illegal in Texas. You'll go to jail.
Why? They don't even know why. They don't even know why,
bro. Yeah.
They don't. They can't even give you an answer.
Yeah,
it's ruining families. Alcohol is terrible.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Speed, cocaine,
ruin more fucking families than any drug.
Yeah,
any drug.
Yeah, Cigarettes.
Legal as shit. Gives you cancer.
Yeah.
And then they give you weed to fix the shit.
Yeah. Strip clubs, I'm sure, ruined a lot of marriages.
Facts.
They didn't make strip clubs illegal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man.
Right.
So. Shit, man, we're an hour and 15 in. Plug your social, bro. Where can they follow you?
Yo, Nova Gholar. That's NOVAGHOLAR. Across all streaming platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music.
Yeah, check this dude out, man. He's got some real soulful shit. It's
iHeartRadio.
Yeah. It's cool, man. I love seeing people that are. I see it in them, and like you're one of those dudes where I see it. Just being in the studio, this motherfucker will be in there for like 10 hours.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's like when you see that in people, I'm like, cool. All right. I see the trajectory. I see where you're going. You know? And that's why I wanted to have you on and kind of
respect, brother. Respect.
Shoot the shit.
The guy got chops, man.
Oh yeah. All day, bro. All day.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Episode 62. What do you want to leave the people off with, man? One last message.
Oh yeah. To the hot seat question.
Oh yeah.
I love to look at architecture.
Me too, bro.
I like seeing nicely built houses and things I've never seen built. Like, I don't have the desire to build it, but
I do.
I have the desire like to design.
Yeah.
You know. So
bro, I watch a bunch of shows. I got a bunch of shows that I'm gonna recommend to you that are all on architecture. Yeah. Fucking fascinating, bro. That's all I watch.
Amazing.
See,
it's so dope.
It came to you. It came to
you.
Yeah,
it came to me. 'Cause I was thinking, like, sometimes I just sit there and just go on house blogs. I'm like, man, that's super cool. Like,
yeah.
Because like a house,
it's art.
Yeah, yep. A house speaks.
Yeah.
And it, you know, like I was looking at buildings with my guy. He was just saying like, you see how corporate buildings are so,
yeah.
Like, it's a language.
Yeah.
Architecture.
Even the way the motherfuckers dress in there and everything.
Absolutely. Everything is art. Everything is art.
It's representative of what it is, of what it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And they build it for a purpose.
Yeah.
So it looks a certain way.
Yeah. It's like a dick measurement competition. You know, it's like, hey, we're the
skyscraper. Yeah. Dicks.
Yeah.
Phallus.
Exactly.
Phallus.
Make it higher. I want 50 fucking stories.
Right. You know? And then domes are softer.
Yeah.
More feminine.
Yeah.
You know, it's like. You look at the landscape, man, bro. We fucked this motherfucker up.
Yeah. And you look at it like on the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere, how architecture is so much different, so much more aggressive here.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
like, but Chicago kind of got like an aggressive skyline.
Yeah. You know? Shit, pretty much all the whole western hemisphere is way more aggressive in comparison to the eastern hemisphere. Like if you look at places in Spain. Or in fucking India, or all these places, their structures aren't like ours. You know,
they're like a little more softer.
Yeah. A lot of them are made with concrete. You know, they're you know, so it's not like we use a lot of
reflective.
Yeah. It's kind of a trip. But what do you want to leave people off, man? What's your message? What do you want?
Man, my message is find yourself, and that's a never-ending process. And find your true self. Like, don't find the person you think you need to be, the person everybody wants you to be.
Yeah.
You know, find you. And that comes with just, you know, being by yourself and listening to listen to yourself. You're going to tell yourself everything you need to do because it's inside. That's the whole journey. So
that's why I tell people, you already know.
Yeah, it's a lifetime evolution.
Yeah.
And evolution takes a lifetime.
And even when you think you're done, you're just getting started.
Yeah. My grandmother's 106 right now, man.
No shit. So you got some good genes.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
But you know, I drink and smoke, so I don't know.
Yeah. Did she do anything?
I don't think she probably had a drink here and there, but I don't think she liked it.
Not Nova style.
No. And she from the South. She from Mississippi. So
shit. Yeah.
You know, they ate a little differently.
Yeah, for sure. So there you have it, man.
Shit. Dude.
Find yourself. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Real,
dude.
Man.
We'll do this shit again, man.
Absolutely.
You guys heard it here, man. Episode 62. Find yourself. That shit ain't ever gonna end.
Find yourself.
Nova Gholar.
Lifetime evolution.
We'll be back next week. Thanks again for coming on, brother.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Episode 62. We out.